went to the carnival. It was fun. We had a good time. Sunday, she wanted to go see all the craft booths and stuff. I didn't really want to go. I'd had to do returns and whatnot that day. I got home from work and I was like, I really don't want to go. And she said, Charlie won't let me go. Let me and Katie go unless you go. Fine, I'll go. So we're out there and we're just, traveling around, seeing all the booths and stuff. And all of a sudden we're walking by. And I had been thinking about seeing a chiropractor because I had a lot of pain in my neck and shoulder. And it was kind of like, okay, God, if you want this to happen, you're going to have to make it happen. He worked out the financial end of it first. And then we're walking down, Mercer Street.
Mm-hmm.
And this gal says, would you like a free scan? And I'm thinking, free? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I met Dr. Lewis, and he did the scan. He's like, yeah, you have a pinched nerve. It's probably been there a while, but I can help you fix it. I'm like, okay. And so we went through all the process. My first appointment, I was scared to death. Literally. And I'm praying the whole way, God, are you sure this is a good idea? Am I hearing you correctly? Are you sure? And I get to the office. I spent 10 minutes in the car praying about it. It's like, okay, fine, I'm going to go in. I'm going to be brave. I walk in, and the very first person I see is a member of my church. And she sits in front of us every Sunday morning in worship. And it's like, okay, hi, Shannon. And she's like, oh, he's wonderful, blah, 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 blah. And so it's like, okay, fine. First adjustment. I walked out of the door, and I called my mom, and I said, you're not going to believe it. And she said, what? I said, I can turn my head. I literally drove. Every time I had to look over my shoulder, I drove like this. I had to do this because I could not turn my head. I had no range of motion. And I walked out, and I said, I can turn my head. It was so cool. And it's been,
3 years.
Almost 3 years. And it's been, and now that's why you hear me when I get sick or I don't feel good or I hurt. I'm going to my chiropractor. I'm not going to my general practitioner. I haven't seen him in over 3 years. But it's like, I'm off.
Preventing drugs and surgery.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Power that makes body heals
dumped
body.
the prednisone, which was a huge thing.
Yes.
And so now we're working on dumping the plaquenil. But,
Woo.
Did you go?
Yep.